The future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams. Success is not final, failure is not fatal, it is the courage to continue that counts. Don't watch the clock, do what it does. Keep going. The only way to do great work is to love what you do. Believe in yourself and all that you are. Know that there is something inside you that is greater than any obstacle. Your time is limited, don't waste it living someone else's life. In the middle of every difficulty lies opportunity. Don't be pushed around by the fears in your mind. Be led by the dreams in your heart. The best way to predict the future is to create it. The future depends on what you do today. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Don't be afraid to give up the good to go for the great. The only limit to our realization of tomorrow will be our doubts of today. Success is walking from failure to failure with no loss of enthusiasm. Challenges are what make life interesting, and overcoming them is what makes life meaningful. The only person you are destined to become is the person you decide to be. The harder I work, the luckier I get. The mind is everything. What you think you become. Success is not the key to happiness. Happiness is the key to success. If you love what you are doing, you will be successful. The best preparation for tomorrow is doing your best today. Success is not in what you have, but who you are. If you want to achieve greatness, stop asking for permission. I find that the harder I work, the more luck I seem to have. The secret of getting ahead is getting started. The only way to do great work is to love what you do. A person who never made a mistake never tried anything new. Don't be afraid to stand for what you believe in, even if it means standing alone. The difference between a successful person and others is not a lack of strength, not a lack of knowledge, but rather a lack of will. It always seems impossible until it's done. The only thing standing between you and your goal is the story you keep telling yourself as to why you can't achieve it. I can't change the direction of the wind, but I can adjust my sails to always reach my destination. The best way to predict your future is to create it. Success is not the absence of failure, it's the persistence through failure. Opportunities don't happen. You create them. The road to success and the road to failure are almost exactly the same. Success usually comes to those who are too busy to be looking for it. The best revenge is massive success. The harder I work, the luckier I get. Believe you can, and you're halfway there. Don't be pushed around by the fears in your mind. Be led by the dreams in your heart. Success is most often achieved by those who don't know that failure is inevitable. Things work out best for those who make the best of how things work out. Courage is grace under pressure. If you are not willing to risk the usual, you will have to settle for the ordinary. Learn from yesterday, live for today, hope for tomorrow. The important thing is not to stop questioning. Take up one idea. Make that one idea your life, think of it, dream of it, live on that idea. Let the brain, muscles, nerves, every part of your body be full of that idea, and just leave every other idea alone. This is the way to success. The two most important days in your life are the day you are born and the day you find out why. I find that the harder I work, the more luck I seem to have. It often requires more courage to dare to do right than to fear to do wrong. Success is the sum of small efforts, repeated day in and day out. As you grow older, you will discover that you have two hands, one for helping yourself, the other for helping others. All progress takes place outside the comfort zone. If you want to achieve excellence, you can get there today. As of this second, quit doing less than excellent work. If your actions inspire others to dream more, learn more, do more, and become more, you are a leader. You may only succeed if you desire succeeding. You may only fail if you do not mind failing. The more you praise and celebrate your life, the more there is in life to celebrate. A dream doesn't become reality through magic. It takes sweat, determination, and hard work. Only put off until tomorrow what you are willing to die having left undone. The biggest risk is not taking any risk. In a world that's changing really quickly, the only strategy that is guaranteed to fail is not taking risks. We become what we think about most of the time, and that's the strangest secret. Don't be afraid to give up the good to go for the great. The only place where success comes before work is in the dictionary. Do one thing every day that scares you. Don't worry about failure, you only have to be right once. Though no one can go back and make a brand new start, anyone can start from now and make a brand new ending. One of the greatest diseases is to be nobody to anybody. Nothing great was ever achieved without enthusiasm. The first step toward success is taken when you refuse to be a captive of the environment in which you first find yourself. Keep your face to the sunshine and you can never see the shadow. Keep on going, and the chances are that you will stumble on something, perhaps when you are least expecting it. I never heard of anyone ever stumbling on something sitting down. Identity is a prison you can never escape, but the way to redeem your past is not to run from it, but to try to understand it and use it as a foundation to grow. If you always do what interests you, at least one person is pleased. Rarely have I seen a situation where doing less than the other guy is a good strategy. The successful warrior is the average man with laser-like focus. Change will not come if we wait for some other person or some other time. We are the ones we've been waiting for. We are the change that we seek. I avoid looking forward or backward, and try to keep looking upward. Everything you can imagine is real. Life is short, and it is here to be lived. If you want to make a permanent change, stop focusing on the size of your problems and start focusing on the size of you. Successful people do what unsuccessful people are not willing to do. Don't wish it were easier, wish you were better. It is never too late to be what you might have been. In my experience, there is only one motivation, and that is desire. No reasons or principle contain it or stand against it. If you love what you do and are willing to do what it takes, it's within your reach. And it'll be worth every minute you spend alone at night, thinking about what it is you want to design or build. Our greatest fear should not be of failure, but of succeeding at things in life that don't really matter. In the midst of movement and chaos, keep stillness inside of you. As we look ahead into the next century, leaders will be those who empower others. Success does not consist in never making mistakes but in never making the same one a second time. I don't want to get to the end of my life and find that I lived just the length of it. I want to have lived the width of it as well. Be yourself. Everyone else is already taken. Many of life's failures are people who did not realize how close they were to success when they gave up. If you don't design your own life plan, chances are you'll fall into someone else's plan. And guess what they have planned for you? Not much. Be patient with yourself. Self-growth is tender, it's holy ground. There's no greater investment. But you have to do what you dream of doing even while you're afraid. To be successful, you must accept all challenges that come your way. You can't just accept the ones you like.